Welcome to the Football Today show as we are heading towards the final crescendo of Euro 2024. I'm your host, Alex Donnelly. As always, I'm joined by Bazzano and the stats guy. They've changed up the seating plan this week. It nearly threw me off just then. I've just noticed it as we've recorded. Why are you in the middle, stats guy?
I don't know, actually. We have changed it up. We've got the same shirt on, though, so we've got similar vibes, but you're right. I didn't even realize we changed it up.
Not even. It's the same
Same
club,
team, sorry,
but it's not nowhere near the same shirt. That's way cool.
That is a cool shirt, yeah.
It's getting tight on you, mate.
I know, I'm getting fat. I'm getting weight, but I'm getting fat.
Maybe it just shrunk as you watched it.
Just the guns.
Remember, you got to do cold wash, not hot wash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll wash my own clothes. It's okay.
Yeah,
That's a different show, I reckon.
Yeah, that is. That's life skills with Stats Guy and Marcus. Yep. When we actually lock them up in the house that they're going to finally move out and live in together, they're going to play AFL 24 just on a loop. That's
the worst game.
And we might even throw Leo in there too.
It's a football show. We're playing FIFA, mate. We're playing FIFA.
Yeah.
VR footy. Bring that
out. It's EA FC 23.
EA FC.
What is it?
I can't be bothered calling it that.
Anyway, before we get going, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Give us a like there. Get around us on Instagram, TikTok, and X. Is Facebook alive? No, Facebook's not alive. All right, let's look at across to the social team.
Just in general, it's not.
Yeah, just get on TikTok and YouTube. Get around that. And of course, Apple Podcasts and Spotify, 5 stars reviews, all that good stuff. As always, we start off the Football Today show with a yeah, nah. Gentlemen, were Portugal let down by their bowing to Cristiano Ronaldo's ego and not playing for the best result? Yeah, nah.
Oh, we've already had a bit of an argument about this. I'm going to say nah. I think he has to start. He created a lot of chances. I don't care. I think he has to start. Last World Cup, I said the opposite. He created a lot of chances, missed a couple, but without him, they wouldn't have created more chances. And I think, I'm going nah on this one. Ronaldo did not cost them in these tournaments. That's what I'm saying.
Take. It's
I didn't even like Ronaldo. Messi's the GOAT, but I am saying that.
It's a huge nah.
I don't care. He's even thinking about it. I've got some actual ball knowledge next to me.
They took off Bruno Fernandes and a few others players and let Ronaldo on going into extra time and things that.
Yeah.
When he wasn't doing anything, all he was doing is standing there, I'm so cool. And then blasting it and he scored one free kick.
Look, that decision was probably, that's not on, with keeping Ronaldo on the pitch for that. But
that was dumb, yeah.
Playing him throughout the whole tournament, I'm not going to.
No, but that's what I mean. Leaving him on in that last part, he's just playing up to his ego. When João Felix misses that penalty, everyone gets around him, too bad. Really also, sums up João Felix's life.
You need Ronaldo in the maybe they didn't want Ronaldo in the penalty.
Kylian Mbappe didn't take penalties. Current best player in the world.
The thing is, who's more likely to score a winning goal?
Diogo Jota. How many times have we seen Jota do this?
Yeah, but
it's Jota.
For Liverpool.
Doesn't matter. Fresh Jota on the pitch, Ronaldo not doing anything.
I think everyone's getting into Ronaldo because obviously he's the big name. There's a lot of guys in that Portuguese team that were horrible this tournament. So
says you tipped them at the start of the tournament.
I know, that's why I'm disappointed in them. There's so many guys that couldn't get the ball in the back of the net.
They were playing well. They had an old washed dude at striker who couldn't do anything.
That's harsh.
Doesn't matter. Washed. Retire.
Fair enough.
Absolute fraud. Fraudio Ronaldo.
Oh. Okay, Daily Mail.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah. Thank you, BBC.
Yeah, BBC.
All right, some news. This one's a good one from Stats Guy. Pedri, he got injured again.
That's not a good one.
No, the part of this is the better part. Well, that sucks. The stuff that Stats Guy found is UEFA are required to pay the compensation to Barcelona for Pedri's recovery.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I don't mind it.
I think it's fair because
Barcelona do need money. So.
Barcelona do need money.
They're saving $100,000 a week.
Well, apparently the president's come out and said they can afford to buy Nico Williams.
How?
They've got to pay the $50 million up front.
They got no money.
They've got to pay the $50 million up front, and his wages are like $250,000 a week.
Where's Barca getting $50 million from? They're building a new stadium as well.
Well, apparently Arsenal have offered him Eddie Nketiah and $20 million for Rafinha. They may have to take that.
But going back to the pay conversation, I think we talked about this. At first, I'm like, that's a bit stiff that UEFA have to pay it. But you're right. They're on massive salaries for their club. Their club probably, if they had a choice, would go, no, you're not playing in a big tournament because we don't want you to get injured.
Hence why the clubs have blocked them going for the Olympics.
Club or country?
I think in football, country, I'd say.
I'm saying
with other sports, I'd say
for certain players, it's absolutely club. Like you think about it.
If you're playing for Spain or things like that, you'd surely take country.
No, I reckon a fair few players would take club.
Yeah, no, I think they would.
Not the big 10 nations, I reckon.
No, but you got to even think about it. So some of these Spanish kids that are brought up, that play for maybe like a Sociedad or something like that are brought up there. They may be full on like that's their lot in life.
Yeah.
So maybe people have come through the Barcelona academy all the way through their life.
Yeah, but then again, players that like Real Sociedad probably never get the chance to play for Spain.
Yeah. But if you gave them the option, I'm going club.
That's
fair.
tough. I don't know what I would pick.
I'm going club.
I think
for
in
Australia.
football, I'd pick, country, but other sports.
I was about to say,
maybe.
you have a look at our countries, the Tillies are choosing the Tillies.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
I think it's a bit different with women's football because it's not as. I don't think it's the national women's football is more
See,
prestigious than club.
I reckon
Yeah.
Leah Williamson would choose Arsenal over England.
Maybe.
Well, she's already won the Euro, so now she choose Arsenal.
This is that's
Yeah.
a weird one. Yeah.
Good one. Own goals continue to dominate.
I just chucked that in there.
This is
11
ridiculous.
goals to 3. So the leading goal scorer in the tournament as a player is only 3 goals. Own
Again-
goals up to 11. That is
Who
unbelievable.
has got 3 goals?
There's
Paul
4
Krug?
players that have it.
Paul Krug's probably got 3.
I actually can't
I have
remember all
no
4, but I
idea.
know
There
one
you
of
go.
them is Hakpo.
Trivia question.
Hakpo is one.
Yep.
Anyway, too long.
anyway.
Move on. Anyway, let's
But that's
get
crazy.
Yeah,
Get around own goals.
yeah again. And it's something like 7 or 8 of them have come off
It's crazy.
either current Tottenham or former Tottenham players.
It's good.
That's fantastic.
It's a good laugh.
Yep. All right, let's get to some matchups. Get into the quarterfinal games. Spain and Germany, 2-1. This should have been the final. We should have just stopped the tournament then and there because the
great
rest of the quarterfinals sucked.
You're not wrong. This was the best game we've had in a week. I'm pretty sure we've had we've had a lot of stinkers in this Euros.
Turkey, Austria was awesome.
You could even put that in is this like the worst big tournament we've
I
had
think
in a
everyone's
long
just
time?
everyone's in
Everyone's been
agreement. It's like
underwhelmed.
yes,
Oh,
everyone's
Except for Spain.
In terms of like the goals scored, the
play.
the play. I don't know, something about it. So this game having it,
This is why you
2-1
need
was great.
32 teams. Get rid of the jeopardy of you can finish third
Yeah.
and qualify.
Yeah.
32 teams.
Yeah.
Give me Malta and Norway.
That was another question I was going to ask you, lads. Should that have been red on Cruz? I swear he just took Pedri out. That's obviously
Nah.
he went off and he's had a leg injury out for the whole tournament.
Do football
Surely-
have to introduce a system where the AFL is sort of done where
You don't send someone off.
no, that player's you've injured that player and that player is now out for a week or 2 weeks based off a poor tackle. Should have been suspended for a week.
Because they didn't give him a red card in the game, but afterwards they can decide.
That'll never happen.
But I think that was filthy. He just cleaned his leg. Pedri just did a flip. That was horrible by Cruz.
That's just some real hatred from Real Madrid on the way.
He's
Just
like,
going,
oh, my
screw
career-
you, Barcelona, man.
Was that a bit? Yeah, that was a bit.
My career's done. Maybe just
But
take
also,
him out.
screw you,
He
Barcelona.
apologized on social media, but
It was pretty bad. And I didn't even get a red
I'm
card. so I was
sorry.
a bit surprised.
Just letting him know I'm sorry.
already
Guys,
so-
you see me? I got him. Got him.
Louis, sorry for injuring you, and letting you miss out on potentially winning the Euros. But
Semi-final.
you're a good player.
Yeah.
That's what he wrote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not exactly like that, but he would have been funny.
He was like, sorry for injuring you. You're a good player. All the best.
Deuces.
yeah. Yamal, I wrote as well. Absolute baller. He was great assist. That one into the.
Who's
into the
going to
middle.
pay $311 billion for him?
He's all. Is he still?
He's 16. I think he might have just turned 17
he's
this
getting
week.
an
He got-
assist in a quarterfinal in the Euros when he's 16.
He got blessed by Leo Messi when he was 6 months old.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
So that's why he's
charity
good.
calendar. He got baptized by Messi.
Yep.
That's why he's good.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's wild.
That's like
what-
who's related to any message related to Maradona. It just keeps passing down into the generations. That's awesome. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks,
Cool.
guys.
Yeah, good
I
stuff.
literally, no, I'm not even gonna go there.
Anyway, was the Cucurella handball a penalty? Yeah, nah.
Absolutely, yeah. How the hell
this day
did he
and
get
age,
away
yeah.
with that?
Okay.
They're saying that he was pulling his arm back, but it was still out. I think
It would have been harsh, but it's a penalty in today's age.
I think that was a penalty. And
So then they
Germany
saw
were a
that.
little bit stiff.
So they score that, then they would go 2-1 in front. I think it was 2-1.
and both teams had a lot of shots in this one, but I think Germany's
think
chances
Spain-
were better. I think.
I still think Spain should have won this
Yeah.
overall
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
off the game's matches play.
But yeah, Germany a bit stiff not to get a penalty.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought there was a lot of chances that both teams had that never really were massive chances, shall we say. Like, you expect them to score every time. Like, you had the Havertz chip from 25 yards that just sailed
Yeah, he
over.
probably could have
He
scored that one.
probably should have scored.
It was-
Anyway, he had a free header that he didn't get on target, which was.
But then you had Fulkrug have one like
Hit the post.
in the last minute that he should
That's
be
what I meant.
hitting
Yeah,
the
hitting the
target
post
for.
and things like that
Yeah.
for Germany.
But yeah, I think Spain just sort of clutched up there. But the Carvajal red was the best play of the game for me. Because
Oh, it was smart. He talked about
he'd
this.
already got a yellow card, which meant he was suspended for the semi-final,
Yep.
which also is stupid that if you get a yellow card in the first game, you can miss the semi-final because of a yellow card in the quarterfinal. It should have reset going into the quarters. Anyway, Carvajal's copped his yellow card, which means he misses the semi. And who was it that nicked past him? God, I've just... was it not Musiala?
It might have been. No, it might have been.
Whoever it was.
Yeah,
Went
he
to
took
nick
him
past
down.
him and Carvajal just literally tackled him like it's game of AFL.
Yeah,
rugby.
yeah, it was so good.
And just like, yeah, that's cool.
Red
I'm going
card,
to miss
mate.
the next
Sort of
game anyway.
Chiellini with Saka vibes in the final.
No,
Yes.
that wasn't that bad. It wasn't a get over here, boy.
Yeah, Chiellini just body slammed Saka in that game.
Yeah, that was great. Spain 2-1. This game ruled. I really wish it was the final. So Manuel Neuer retires. Manuel Neuer apparently going to retire. Cruz retires. And who else is the old bastard in that lineup?
Andre ter Stegen is the most stiff goalkeeper of all time.
I know.
Yeah.
He's an absolute freak. He would start for
He's
every other country.
unreal.
Yeah. But Neuer's arguably one of the GOATs.
But he'll retire now, Neuer, apparently.
Ooh.
He's near 40.
He's still been killing it for Bayern, so that surprised me. But he's
been injured. He's been injured a lot in the last 2 years as well. Anyway, Portugal 0, France 0. France win this 5-3 on penalties. Well, this was certainly a game.
Well, they created chances. Well, I think Portugal created some
On
chances.
paper, it was a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the game started.
Yeah. It was supposed to be a really good game, but you get this when you have two really good teams going head to head. It's sometimes just
very cagey.
Very cagey.
They don't want to concede.
They missed a lot of easy chances. Obviously, Ronaldo missed an absolute sitter. That's not helping my argument of him.
Really
staying in the team.
not.
But that was horrible. He literally sent that out of the stadium when he was 5 meters out.
And Mbappe's apparently in a lot of pain with the broken nose, and he's having trouble breathing and sleeping.
Come on.
Well, no, that's why he subbed himself off. He was in just an absolute stack load of pain and couldn't continue. But anyway, France get through. The penalties that France took were great. Some of the Portugal ones, not so good.
I'm not that convinced with France. So again, they haven't scored a goal from open play throughout the whole tournament,
but
and
also,
they're in the semis. How's that even possible?
They're Portugaling it. They literally do what Portugal did to win
Portugal
the tournament.
in 2016.
Yeah, but also France's defense super strong.
Yes,
like Griezmann can't score for some reason. It's ridiculous. Their defense is strong. If it clicks for France, for their attackers, they'll score goals.
We've been saying that for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but so I'm looking at them compared to England. England's attack just isn't working at all, whereas France's is working. They just don't have the end product. Remember,
England have scored more goals.
I think France have been better than England.
Yeah, but so remember when we talked about this in December when Arsenal had 80 shots and scored 2 goals. I'm like, things revert back to the mean eventually.
But it's up to the semi-finals, it still hasn't.
It's got to revert to the mean twice.
All right.
And there's every chance it can happen in the next 2
I know what you're
games.
saying, because I agree. They've got too many good players up there that will finish eventually.
Yeah.
It just hasn't happened for 2 weeks. I don't rate them at all. I don't think they can.
No,
I don't think they can win.
Okay, big call. England won. Switzerland won. England win 5-3 on penalties. We called this. I made a bunch of money out of this because I said England would not win this in 90 minutes. So catching. I laid at a certain bookmaker that starts with bet and ends in fair. You can lay teams. Do that. Check it out. So I did that. People saying that England played great. We had one moment of brilliance from the star boy.
Well, they literally had one shot on target through the 90 minutes. That was the goal. So
I don't know what.
I think they looked better than some of their other games. I think
the first half was good.
Because they were at least playing a bit more positive. So I know we've been hating on
Phil Foden was good as everyone was gassing him up? I thought he was average again.
He was better than he was in
first half.
games.
I thought he was pretty.
Hasn't really set a high bar to eclipse though.
Yeah. Look, I don't think this whole England team has really set a high bar.
No.
In all honesty,
I thought Saka was fantastic though.
But there were pundits like Gary Lineker coming out and saying, "Oh, more of the same in the first half. That was outstanding. We do that, we win the game." Didn't have a single shot on target in the first half.
That's the worry. They actually did look better, and they were playing a bit more positive. Saka was awesome. You'll be loving that.
I rate the formation change, but then you got to change the personnel to go with it. Yeah. I don't get why Saka did really great at right wing back, best player on the park, but you could easily put him at left wing back and then bring in Trent to replace Trippier.
They're not going to change it this late in the tournament.
Yes, by doing that showed that they're willing to.
They did change it, but I don't know if they.
And then again, everyone's talking about tactically change the formation. You got this to win.
He had to because of yellow card suspensions.
He wasn't proactive at all. The Switzerland manager made the subs first, and it took until then
Embolo
scores down. Embolo scored
that's the other thing.
to actually make changes.
Talking on the Swiss side, he was really good. He created a fair few chances. He got that goal. I love watching him.
Jack was good.
He should have been starting from the start in Embolo. He was a bit in and out for the last couple of years in Switzerland.
I'll tell you what, Kobe Mainoo was unreal.
Yeah. Unreal. I think they found their central midfield pairing there of Rice and Mainoo.
Yeah. And then that's the other thing. Even Leo was talking about this before the show. Does anyone beat England on penalties? They've got so many clutch penalties. You got Tony is the best penalty taker in the world. Right now.
Hot take.
Okay.
This proves that Ivan Toney is a sicko gambler the way he takes penalties.
He's never looked.
You look in that man's eyes and the way he's taking them. Tell me that's not a punter.
He is a psycho.
Tell me it isn't.
He is a psycho. He never looked at it's Euros, what is it, quarterfinal, and he still doesn't look at the ball.
Dude,
it's ballsy. He's ballsy.
Unreal.
Yeah.
So who misses? Palmer doesn't miss.
Palmer.
Saka's missed one penalty
Saka will miss in the
Euros.
final, so that would be funny. But
Yeah.
no.
You can rely on Saka.
Now you can. Yeah.
Yeah,
Tony's not going to miss one.
The first 4 you just knew
So
were going to
It's a
score.
set piece.
So I know we're bagging England, but if they can get a draw in any of these games, which they've shown with penalties, they will always back themselves in penalties.
So do you think, according to the Scuttlebutt, and this was reported by, I don't know what paper this person writes for, Phil Foden asked to be subbed off.
Yeah, when Trent...
Wait, because of penalties?
After
Or?
the game,
didn't want to
after the
take
game,
penalties.
Trent Alexander-Arnold got caught saying he came off because he didn't want to take a penalty. That's why Trent got brought on.
How's he lost all this
that can
confidence
either be,
from
that
Man
could either
City?
be Phil Foden or Declan Rice, and it's most likely Phil Foden.
Well, Declan Rice took one in the Champions League, took Arsenal's second or third one in the
I think
Champions League
Declan
game.
Rice is more
Declan Rice was
experienced.
just blasted. But yeah, no, I think that's Phil Foden not wanting to take a penalty because he's a fraud. Phil Foden. Phil
He's
Foden.
won the Premier League
he's not
Player
a
of the
fraud.
Year.
Don't care. He's on fraud watch.
Okay.
Put it out there. But also, what about Cole Palmer as being the first penalty taker as well?
Yeah.
Stepping
Yeah,
up.
what a beast.
Job done.
It's
It's getting a bit chilly now.
the character of the man.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for Anthony Gordon. How's he not getting...
I know. No, it's because he fell off his bike and he's just got a graze. Oh.
Good
I got
job,
a graze as well.
Scott. We do need to talk about Harry Kane, though.
Drop or no drop?
Drop.
No drop.
No.
Keep him.
Who would Virgil van Dijk and the boys want to come up against?
Harry Kane's at least got a bit of size on him.
Yeah.
Compared
But
to
who do they want to come up against? Harry Kane, who's lumbering around, whose average position on the pitch was lower than Declan Rice's on, was it Saturday or Sunday in this game? Or would you rather Ivan Toney, who's got a bit of body, a bit of prick in him, who's going to move around and create, or Ollie Watkins, who was buzzed around and Van Dijk's like, oh, not this.
If
bloke
Tony
again.
if Tony looked really good when he came on, I'd still start Kane, but
Dropping
maybe
him.
bring Ollie Watkins and Tony on, or one of them, earlier. So you start Kane because early in the game, just a random shot, I'd rather take Kane. He's a better finisher. But then later in the game with a bit of pace, I'd still bring him on. But a bit earlier.
I think Kane, I'm starting to think that he's hitting these ones, Harry Kane. He's hitting the downhill slope.
Oh.
Could they play
What do you mean? He just dominated for in the Bundesliga.
The Bundesliga.
The Bundesliga's great.
They could play a two-striker formation
Yeah.
and get away with it.
Yeah.
They
Drop
won't
Foden.
change that
No, they won't.
in the,
They'd have to
in
go
the
back to
semis.
four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Four
I
in
don't
the
think so.
back, But
Anyway.
I'd drop him.
does Guehi come back in for Concert? Because Concert looked really
I thought
good.
Consul was great.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe not. I don't know.
They really like
That's a really
Guehi,
stiff
though.
on Guehi if that's the
Yeah.
case.
Anyway.
England are through somehow again. They get
Again.
penalties.
Netherlands 2, Turkey 1. Look, the fun story of the tournament's over. Turkey are gone home.
Good game.
Netherlands' first semi-final since 2004. That's only like,
Euros semi-final.
yeah, that's only 20 years. Not that bad.
I think in the last 20 years they've been really good at World Cups and things like that. So people are going. I was just surprised by that one. Yeah.
I was
Turkey
three.
did park the bus in this game.
You were three.
I was 3 years old.
Do you remember that game?
Kid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kids.
Of course, I'm a football pundit and watcher. I've got to.
You're a connoisseur.
I've got to watch every single game of every single
Since you were
tournament
three.
in the world.
Yeah. In the
Yeah,
I've
I
watched-
watch Colombian
Did you watch
second division.
the Saudi League?
Yeah, of course, man.
All over it, yeah.
Every 90 minutes.
I've been watching the Copa America and Brazil suck.
Yeah, what's going on there?
Yeah,
They got knocked out by Uruguay.
Wow.
Yeah, Homer's favourite country. Are you going to talk about this game?
Yeah, I'm happy to. Turkey, they got another header. They've been really good with crossing in for the headers. That was really good. And Netherlands also got a header, but they were sitting too far back. When Netherlands got that header, they were all too worried about sort of standing in the line, sitting way too far back. And that was the most open header for the Dutch to score. So that was a bit of a worry for Turkey. Yeah. Netherlands just too clinical again. They know how to win. I think they're going to go through to the final, and we can get into that later. But they look really good.
Yeah, this is another game that sort of reads better for Turkey because Netherlands could have and should have scored
A couple
5.
more. Yeah.
So honestly, and Godi Hakpo has got to be in the conversation for player of the tournament.
Yeah. Even though because like 3 goals, he's leading the goals, which doesn't seem like that many.
Yeah,
But he's setting up so much of the play. They're passing the ball through him. He's looked awesome.
Unreal.
And he hasn't done that for Liverpool.
I'm trying to think of who from Spain's a chance of getting it.
The midfielder. Fabian Ruiz.
Yeah.
Ruiz, yeah.
Ruiz.
Yamal, just
Yeah, I was just going to say, they're just going to give it to Yamal.
Why not? Yeah. He's pretty
All
good.
right, let's get to these
Kukurea,
semi-finals.
mate.
Kukurea. He's been pretty good. But
Except for the handball. Let's get to these semi-finals. Spain take on France. Spain won the last meeting of the major tournament 2-0. What does this mean? Spain are the only team to have won all 5 games. You mean in this
the tournament,
so
yeah.
far?
I think they've been the best
getting the
team in the
job done.
tournament.
Yeah.
They're getting the job done. They actually, we were so worried. Again, they scored 2 goals. We're like, who's going to score their goals? They've just got all these guys that didn't know how to score a goal now. So,
Yep.
But
Spain are
you've also got to think about, they've got Murata's not playing, Carvajal's not playing, and someone else is missing due to a yellow card suspension as well. But they'll just back themselves in to get it done as they
Yamal everywhere.
usually do. But my thing is, this France defense is the best defense they've come up against.
Yeah.
But Spain are playing the most free-flowing attacking football.
Yeah,
The Spain are playing the way England and these other nations should be playing.
Out of all 4 teams left, Netherlands are not far behind, but I think Spain have been the only confident playing team where they're going through the match, the whole match, they're going, we're going to win, we're going to win, we're going to win. Whereas England are going, they're just just getting over the line, same
Spain
as France.
haven't really looked like losing. Even though against Germany, I still thought they were going to win.
Yeah.
I reckon the French have been playing a bit of possum here, just doing what they can to get to this part of the tournament.
Maybe.
And they're just going to go whack, whack.
Yeah.
I just can't back a team that has not scored a goal from open play. That in, how many games is it? 6 games. Yeah.
We've seen it so far.
You don't have to do it to win a tournament.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think they're building from the defense, and then once it reverts back to the mean with players like Griezmann and Mbappe, goals are going to start to go in. It could happen here now that Spain, tiny bit weaker due to players not playing through suspension and injury. I think the French get the job done here.
Ooh.
And this one doesn't go to penalties. This is
Extra time or just normal play?
Don't know. But France go through before penalties.
I think if it goes to penalties, I'd be back in France just because I think they've got enough just better finishes. But I'm going to go Spain in the 90 minutes. I think they've been too clinical. They're passing. They're the only team I'd back in the whole tournament to get through France's defense. So I think it's going to be maybe even just 1-0 because France are not going to score a goal.
Okay.
Yeah, so Lenormand is the other Spanish player. He's a centre half.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure, actually, funnily enough, he did play for Real Sociedad.
No,
we're still talking about Real.
Yeah, but we all probably think of someone like Zubamendi or something.
Yeah, I think he plays at a big club now. I think Barcelona maybe, but I still think Spain get through. Okay. I think they got they've got an underrated squad depth, and
we've said that all the way through. Though.
They've played the best football so far, and it's hard to go against them.
Yep. Look, I've got a long-standing bet going on France, so William
Nice.
Netherlands take on England in the other semi-final. The Poms have only won one of their last 9 against the Netherlands. Netherlands have been eliminated in 4 of the 5 semis that they've played in. What's the funnier result here? England get knocked out in this game, or they make it to the final and get whipped by France?
I think making to the final is a win for their tournament. So, they could get whipped by Spain in the final, but...
So making the final and getting whipped 3-0 or getting knocked out in penalties in the semis?
I think...
Actually, I hope it doesn't go to penalties because
if they lose on penalties, that would be funnier.
No, I think if it goes to penalties, they can't lose. So they're the best penalty team in the world. Surely Netherlands win this. We've said England are going to drop out eventually. This is the best team by far that England have had to play throughout the whole tournament. Surely they can't do it.
Yeah, like you can only go so far by having one shot on target in 90 minutes every game and scraping through. They've won one game in 90 minutes this whole tournament.
Yeah. Again, tournaments, doesn't matter.
And it was against Serbia, which arguably they
shouldn't have won
that game. So
I think we're all going Netherlands then, are we?
I'm going the Poms.
Oh,
again,
you bagged them for 62 days. Oh my God. Well, they're going to score some goals, are they?
Somehow, yeah. 1-0.
Cody Akpo scores.
Where the hell did that come from? He's been roasted England for literally 3 weeks straight.
I've convinced myself that Gareth Southgate's a genius by being really bad at his job.
What did you do with Alex? Well, isn't he statistically one of the best ever? So.
Second best ever.
Second best manager ever, which is wild.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well,
I also
can't believe
want...
you're going England.
Because they're making the final and losing is funnier.
Okay.
So it's more of a you don't think they're going to win. I just want it to be funny.
Where are the goals coming from other than Saka maybe just scoring a back?
Doesn't matter. The guy is Saka, baby.
Maybe he could score. But
I
think if the Netherlands score 2 goals, which I'm backing them to, England can't score 2 goals. So I'm going 2-1.
Yeah. Poms.
I can't believe you're going
Dutch.
The Dutch, yeah. And they've also got the best fans, the Dutch. They've been going
Deutschland, 2-0.
Deutschland's Germany, mate.
Yeah, sorry. Dutchland.
Dutchland.
2-0.
Yeah, that's what they call themselves.
These are the people after work.
Hey.
This is why I'm handballing the show across to you blokes after the Olympics.
Can't wait.
Yeah, you guys can take over. Racing coming your way, all that stuff. Anyway,
didn't know.
that is us done and dusted here on the Football Today show. Check out the socials. I'm assuming the Dinguses have done something fun. Have you?
Always.
We will be.
Always.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's really what I want to hear. Please check that out on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, X, all that good stuff. Make sure you get around us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get a good podcast. Make sure you check out AFL Today, Cricket Today, NBA Australia, NFL Australia. Go to punters.com.au because Hodl tickets, we're on a hiatus at the end of the season. Our contractual obligation ran out. So good stuff, us.
You'll be back.
Yeah, we will be back. But anyway, thanks to Gerald, Social Gal, Spence, and Leo behind the cameras. Thank you, lads.
Thank you.
Jeez.
We'll be back on Thursday to preview the final. That was weird, Marcus, but we will catch you on Thursday to preview the final of Euro 2024.